wabarakatuh. Hi everybody, as you have seen in the introduction, my name is Gadis Artamefia from class 4D of English Education Department. So in this occasion, I will retell the novel that I have read. The novel that I will be telling with you has a horror genre with the title Son of Rosemary. The author of this novel, named Ira Levin, was published in 1997 and consists of 225 pages. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get straight into the story. The story begins with a mother named Rosemary who is in the hospital due to a coma. She wakes from her 27 years coma because of witchcraft by her neighbors, the Castavets. Someone who look for the first when she wakes is her son, Andrew John Woodhouse, or usually called Andy. Rosemary remembers well that she was last with her son when Andy was 6 years old, and she guessed that her son must have been taken by her cold neighbors, the Castavets, because the Castavets have lost many members of their family, and they want to take Andy from Rosemary by bewitching her. After Rosemary had been released from the hospital, she has immediately received many offers from stations, televisions to be interviewed regarding how she had been in a coma for 27 years. Because with that event, Rosemary has broken the world record with the person who in the longest coma. And then Rosemary, who appeared on the various station televisions, made herself famous and had an easy way to find her son, Andy. By over the time, one of the television stations brought together Rosemary with Andy, because it turns out that Andy is a popular figure and chairman of the well-known God's Children organization. So it is very easy to find Andy and bring him together with Rosemary. Rosemary, who had missed Andy so much, then hugged Andy tightly and cried because the son of the last 6 years old, and now Andy is 33 years old. How much was missed about her son's growth until Rosemary doesn't want to be separated from Andy anymore. But in fact, Andy had been raised by Castavet's family, and it will be difficult for Rosemary to get back Andy because of Castavet's family have a very strong wizardry. Since circumstances that make it impossible for Andy to return with Rosemary, so Andy arranged the time to be able to meet his mother secretly, so that Castavet doesn't find out. During his day with his mother, Andy underwent many behavioral changes. He who previously spread heresy because he was raised by a cult family, now Andy is slowly stopping spreading the heretical teachings that the Castavet family applies. Andy's change in behavior makes Castavet's family suspicious and forbids Andy to leave the house for a long period of time. Rosemary, who missed her son because of the long absence of the news, finally got up the courage to visit the Castevet's house. Accompanied by her friend, Joe, Rosemary confidently heads to Castevet's house to meet Andy. When they got there, the presence of Rosemary and Joe was known by Castevet and got them coached by the Castevet family. Andy, who knew about this, immediately came out of his room and tried to protect his mother, Rosemary, but really in vain. The Castevets even bewitched Andy by crucifying him and bewitched Joe into a devil. Rosemary was very sad, and then Castevets asked if she wanted to be like Andy or Joe. I was separated because I thought that everything would have sad ending, but in the end, all the story that I have tell you just Rosemary's nightmare. It's pretty annoying, isn't it? Yes, Rosemary has nightmares because she reads a book about Dracula before going to bed, and she woke up because her husband woke her up and they were going out of the house. So it is a plot that I think is very unexpected. Okay, I want to tell something that I think it's really important actually. For the novel Son of Rosemary, I really like it when Rosemary decided to come to the Castevet's family's home. Even though she know what it would be like if she got there, but because of her love with Andy, her love with her son, she dared to take the risk. And then in this novel, I really dislike the Castevet's family because they are evil and use Andy to spirit all heresies that are deliberately spread through the God's Children organization. And I recommended this novel to people who like things mystical and full of drama. If you like the novel Son of Rosemary, you can go to the bookstore and you can get the novels easily. Okay, so that's all the story from the novel Son of Rosemary. I hope you can understand what I'm telling you, and thank you for watching my video until the end. Please like and comment my video so I can get a good score. Okay, see you next time, and goodbye everybody. Thank you.